So here we are in Bawston Commons. Bawston Commons is a place I go at least twice a week, often more. This is the Capitol building, renowned for its gold top there, and this is the huge park that is where you would start the Freedom Trail if you were going to walk the Freedom Trail. This park is massive. It's actually two parks that are concatenated together, and it's large enough that, generally speaking, there are two main events and also a large park that has no events in it. On the other hand, this park is so tiny that it's just a square. It's missing a couple of things, like, for example, this is actually in that area, but there are 2 or 3 ponds in the area, one of which has an ice skating rink near it. There are a tremendous number of things like playgrounds and small stands and semi-permanent restaurants, outdoor restaurants and stuff. This is... I'm kind of hoping that this guy doesn't shoot me. This is where I get off when I am going to Bawston Commons. It's right here. This is the Park Street station right here. Apparently that is the actual destination of my quest, which is to find the detective. So the detective goes the same place as I go. Now, down this corridor here, this is a 3-lane, 4-lane street that has a number of large shopping areas. Over here, we have a street that has a bunch of coffee shops and a huge old theater back in this alleyway. So it's interesting to see how they've miniaturized everything. The theater is not there. It's probably actually supposed to be here, right through that large hallway between these two buildings. I can't tell. Any way you cut it, this is not a very good representation of Boston's downtown area. This is only vaguely recognizable, but they did get this building right, and I wanted to comment on that. So there are 2 buildings that actually map the skyline pretty well, and they got those 2 buildings pretty good. Not great. I guess I woke up that monster and he went stomping off to find more prey. Over here is probably Chinatown, just past those buildings. Chinatown in the real world is about 4 blocks that way, but I have a feeling that here it's probably less than a block. And over here we would have our world-renowned Newbury Street, which I guess is supposed to be maybe there. It's hard to tell because this park isn't shaped right. So, yeah. This is the most of Bawston I have found. I'll let you know more when I find my quote-unquote house, but it should be noted that this whole area is mostly a thin layer of concrete over a massive network of subway tunnels. Please notice there are no subway entries at any point over here, despite the fact that there are more than 10 in the real Bawston, to 3 or 4 different subway lines. Well, whatever. At least it looks like someone did actually go to Bawston and take some photographs of the famous stuff we've got, even if they decided they weren't going to use any of the actual geography. Have a good one.